Welcome back to another video. Okay, so we did this last year and we're doing it again this year. So if you don't know, I am absolutely obsessed with baseball. I love baseball to death. Okay, and last year I thought I would do a top 100 favorite players list of all the players I loved from all 30 teams and rank them from least favorite, like the 100 favorite to the top person. So I thought I'd bring it back for 2021 and sort of compare the list to see which people are higher, which people are lower, and I have a bunch of stats and stuff like that. Not stuff like statistics to back it up. You'll see. So let's dive straight into the list because we have a lot of stuff to talk about. So we have some newcomers, we have some people off the list due to a bunch of different reasons, and we will get to those in the later part of the video. So let's get started. At number 100 on the 2021 list, we have DJ Peters of the Rangers. Michael Conforto is not 99. Last year was at 45, so I have all the numbers of where they were last year. Newcomer Marcus Stroman and new Chicago Cub at number 98. Last year he was 53. This year Matt Joyce is 97. I think he might retire, so he might not be on the list next year. We got Paul Goldschmidt of the Cardinals Nets. Wilson Contreras, I had to have that Cub above the Cardinals. Last year 76, this year 95, a little bit of a drop. Another guy that took a bit of a drop was Jock Peterson, World Series champion of the Braves at 35. We have Brandon Lau of the Tampa Bay Rays and Jackie Bradley Jr. of the Red Sox, actually. I almost said the Brewers, but he just re-signed with the Red Sox. We got starting pitcher Pablo Lopez at 91, and we have at 90 Miguel Cabrera. You know Miggy, you love it. Chris Bassett at 89. The only reason he's on this list because he got hit in the face with a friggin' fastball or comebacker. Because he hit I forget who hit the ball, but he hit the ball him straight in the face, fractured his face. Okay, that's the only reason he's on this list. We have Liam Hendriks, reliever of the year. Francisco Lindor last year at 71, down to 87. Charlie Morton, another World Series champion at 86, last year at 27. So, newcomer, Patrick Wisdom of the Cubs. We got Buster Posey, who just retired, so his first and only time on the list, because he was not on the list last year. Since he retired, he will not be on the list next year. Albert Pujols make a return. He had reversal numbers. This year he's 83, last year he was 38. We got Kyle Schwarber of the free agents. I almost said the Red Sox. He's a free agent. Kenley Jansen, 84 last year, 81 this year. A slight boost. Catcher Sean Murphy of the A's. We have Randall Grichuk of the Blue Jays at 79. Akil Baddoo. We got Robbie Ray, new acquisition for the Rangers at 77. Teoscar Hernandez. Last year we had Jack Flaherty, who was my birthday representative. This year, Teoscar Hernandez and I have the same birthday. Will it be Ryan McMahon next year? We'll see. Ryan McMahon did have a good season, though. Now we have Joey Votto at 75. Last year at 77. And we have Mr. Molina at 74. Last year he was at 94. So, 20-point increase. Julio Urias. Last year 85. This year 73. A guy that took a drop was new Chicago Cubs Clint Frazier. Last year at 54, this year at 72. We have Walker Buehler of the Dodgers at 71, last year at 49. We got Chris Taylor, 70, and the best number, Joey Gallo at 69, last year at 18. Now, we got Tyler Glasnow at 68, last year at 48, dropping. We got Jurickson Profar. I like him, little utility guy. Gleyber Torres take a massive drop from 31 down to 66. Adolis Garcia of the Rangers sort of fell off toward the end of the year. Lance Lynn, third in the Cy Young, 64. Last year, he was 65. So, 1 point boost. 63 for Eddie Rosario, last year 32. All the way down, Javier Baez. What the frick happened? Last year, you were number 2. Number 2! And now you're down to number 62. Man, he slumped. He was striking out. Now he's with the Tigers. It was awful, okay? Austin Meadows getting a boost. This year, 61. Last year, 79. But a guy that took a drop was Miguel Sano. Last year, 30. This year, double it. He's at 60. Corbin Burns, your NL Cy Young winner, Nets newcomer to the list. Pablo Sandoval, technically it's the Indians' pick. Okay, so there's no current member of the Indians because one requirement that you have to have one player from every team. So Pablo Sandoval was traded for Eddie Rosario from the Braves to the Indians or Guardians, and then they released him. So technically he was on the Cleveland baseball team's roster, so he counts. Now, he's at 58, last year at 24, but he just dropped off. Never got it dropped off. From number 12 all the way to 57, it's Jose Soler, my dog. I love Soler. Zach Wheeler coming in at 56. Brian Reynolds, absolutely love him, at 55. Josh Donaldson, old reliable. I still love Josh Donaldson. At 54, last year at 64, jumping up 10 spots. Wander Franco, sensation. Here we go, almost a top 50 on year one of his career. Will Myers is right ahead of him. Mitch Haniger, outside the top 50. Getting the top 50 started with Brian Anderson. He had to be in there. He's 50 this year, last year 96. Huge boost. We got George Springer here. Chris Bryant getting a boost from 75 last year up to 48 this year. Brandon Nimmo, newcomer. I never thought Brandon Nimmo would be on the top 100 favorite players list, but here he is. Ian Happ, right above Mr. Nimmo. Then we have Jacob deGrom. He is at 45, last year at 41. But this is just stacked, okay? Kyle Hendricks is up next. This year 44, last year 73. Jeff McNeil, you have to call him that. A bit of a down season. Last year 29, this year 43. We got Vladimir Guerrero Jr. running up in the MVP. Nick Madrigal, new Cub, trade for him in the trade deadline. Brett Gardner from number 9 down to number 40. This is last year. Couldn't take him outside the top 40. Brian De La Cruz, someone very interesting to keep their eye on. He could shoot up this list. I really love that the A's got him. Marlins got him from the A's. Love Brian De La Cruz. Trey Turner from 46 up to 38. We got Shohei Ohtani from number 83 all the way up to 37. Your reigning MVP. We got Matt Olson new to the list. Jake Cronenworth new to the list. But someone not new is Manny Machado. Last year, 57 up to number 34. Marcus Semien is here. A guy that took a bit of a dip. Last year, Pete Alonso was number 8. This year, Pete Alonso was number 32. Zach Greinke also took a little bit of a dip. Last year, 22. This year, 31. Inside the top 30. From here on out, I just love these guys, okay? Alex Verdugo, 28 last year, 30 this year, okay? Not bad. Brandon Crawford, welcome to the party. Huge jump for Mr. Carlos Santana from number 70 up to 28. Salvador Perez, how you do? Matt Scherzer, a little drop off from 11 to 26, but this is just stacked. Bregman is nuts. Justin Verlander, a little drop from 17 to 24, but still decent. We got Bo Bichette jumping up from 36 to 23. Jose Altuve is nuts. Carlos Correa is nuts. And now we have Pavin Smith of the Arizona Diamondbacks. I love Pavin Smith, okay? He's phenomenal. 19, Mike Yastrzemski. We have Rhys Hoskins from number 68 up to number 18. Cedric Mullin, the 30-30 player. I never thought he'd be here. Okay, Trey Mancini, number 61 up to number 16. You beat cancer, you get inside the top 20, okay? Now, Juan Soto took a bit of a dip from number 1 to number 15. So he went from my favorite player to my favorite number, okay? I still absolutely love Juan Soto. Another guy I absolutely love is Brian Hayes. He was number 4, now he's number 14. Still love him. Kyle Tucker at 13. We have Madison Bumgarner, who is at 10, now he's at 12. I still love these guys. Andrew McCutchen jumped up a lot from 62 to number 11. Inside the top 10, we have J.P. Crawford of the Mariners. His running mate, Kyle Seager, from 44 up to number 9. We have Nolan Arenado from number 20 up to number 8 from the St. Louis Cardinals. Charlie Blackmon, Chuck Nasty, from number 19 to number 7. Anthony Rizzo from number 7 to number 6. He got a boost. Everyone, I believe, in this category is getting a boost. Number 67 last year to the reigning National League MVP and Bryce Harper, up to number 5 on the list. Last year, number 13 for Mr. 2-Hit Whit Merrifield to number 4. Last year, number 15 for Evan Longoria. He's number 3. Number 3 last year, Mike Trout jumped to 2. And number 1 on the 2021 Top 100 Favorite Players, Michael Brantley of the Astros. Last year, number 5. This year is number 1. Okay? He is phenomenal. Now, we have that out of the way. Real quick, we have some people that were on the list, but just sort of some honorable mention, because these people were on the list at one point but got taken off. Nate Pearson, Bryce Wilson, Aaron Nola, Josiah Gray, Garrett Cole was on the list at one point, Dilson Lamet, Sixto Sanchez, David Peralta, Adam Eaton, Ross Stripling, Alex Dickerson, Kevin Gossman, Justin Upton, Craig Kimbrell, Jose Ramirez. We got Donovan Solano, Adam Frazier, Jesus Aguilar, Dylan Carlson, Yermin Mercedes, he was a beast for like a week, and Brett Phillips. Okay, so those are all people that are on the list at one point. Now we have some newcomers to the list. The newcomers were J.P. Crawford, Correa, Yastrzemski, Pavin Smith, got Kyle Tucker, Cedric Mullins, of course, is new, Altuve, Salvador Perez, Matt Olson, Brandon Crawford, Cronenworth, Simeon, De La Cruz was new, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Madrigal, Adolis Garcia, Ian Happ, Brandon Nimmo, Zach Wheeler, Springer Dingers was new, Franco was new, because he's a rookie, Will Myers is new, Profar was new to the list, Chris Taylor, Liam Hendricks, Teoscar Hernandez, Larry Ray, Cy Young, Akil Baddoo, Randall Gritchett, Sean Murphy, Kyle Schwarber, Corbin Burns, the Cy Young, Buster Posey, his one and only year, Chris Bassett, because he got hit in the face, Miguel Cabrera, Pablo Lopez, Nick Chanager, Jackie Bradley Jr., Brandon Rao, Patrick Wisdom, Brian Reynolds, Alex Bregman, Paul Goldschmidt, Marcus Stroman, and J.P. Peters were all the new guys. Now, what happened to the guys last year for 2020? Either they severely disappointed, retired, or got busted for PEDs, as you will see. LeMahieu fell off. Mondesi fell off. Matt Kemp, where the heck are you? Castillo fell off. Bauer, legal troubles. Adam Jones, he did not count this year. Sonny Gray fell off. Ramon Laureano, PEDs. Gary Sanchez fell off. Marte fell off. Castellanos, I didn't realize how much I hated the Reds. Shane Beaver, where the heck you go? Gio Urshela, where'd you go? Cole Hamels, somehow he was on the Dodgers. I don't remember that at all. Lou Boyd, Giles injured. Adam Eaton, not good. Jacoby Jones, where the frick were you all season? Justin Smoke and Sim-Soo Choo. Hunter Pence. Felix Hernandez. I believe they all retired or something like that. Sean Doolittle, where were you? Andrelton Simmons. Didi Gregorius is here. Matt Chapman. We got Darvish, Escobar, Eduardo Escobar, Yohan Moncada, Aroldis Chapman, Yasiel Puig, where the frick you go? Lucas Giolito, Jose Abreu, Emilio Pagan, Brandon Kingsler, JT Realmuto. We got Paul DeYoung, Kirby Yates, Dustin Pedroia, who retired, Nick Anderson, Devin Williams, Josh Bell, Jesus Christ, Adolis Garcia, Jack Flaherty, and Garrett Cole were all the ones that were on last year's list but did not make it this year. And this year, they were on both lists. So to get on both lists is something amazing. You got Mike Trout, you got Brantley, of course, Longoria, Merrifield, Blackman, Bumgarner, McCutcheon, Harper. You got Rizzo on both lists, Arenado, Seager, Rhys Hoskins, Soto, Baez. You got Ke'Bryan Hayes, Charlie Morton, Trey Turner, Trey Mancini, Verdugo. You got the real deal Jeff McNeil, Albert Pujols on both. Gleyber Torres somehow made on both. We know he sucked. Bo Bichette, Scherzer, Machado, Carlos Santana, Francisco Lindor, Julio Urias. We got Kenley Jansen, Ohtani, Greinke is on both. Joyce is on both. Donaldson, Alonso, Gardner, Soler, Hendricks, Bryant, Brian Anderson, Miguel Sano, Rosario, Tyler Glasnow, Austin Meadows, Bueller on both. Joey Gallo made on both. Verlander, Votto, Molina, Contreras, Jock Peterson, Pablo Sandoval, Jacob deGrom's on both. Lance Lynn, Michael Conforto, and Clint Frazier, with everyone that was on both lists. So, hope you enjoyed the 2021 edition of this list. And, yeah, we'll do this in 2022 as well. So, bye.